multi-layer mattress that offers wave technology that you've never seen before. You know, so many people thought of these beds in a box as just a temporary sleeping situation, where maybe you have a relative coming over and you need a bed for a night. No, 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 no. This is engineered, crafted right here in America with a 10-year warranty. Now, my mother would yell at me for having shoes on the bed, but I've got to tell you, they have done something with a foam mattress system that no one else has ever been able to do. There are 5 layers of foam, each one definitively there for a reason, to give you a better night's sleep. And it is an amazing feeling that I think you're going to love. 10-year warranty and a price tag you're gonna find hard to beat anywhere. Let me show you price, and I wanna bring in my expert. We're gonna talk about what makes this so different. I've got it in several different sizes. I have it in a twin size, which normally would sell for over $1,200. My sale price, our big deal, is $1,000. That's a $250 savings right off the bat. That's nice. Don't forget about 6 easy pay payments of $166.67. I also have what's called a twin extra long. That's the bed that normally is in college dorm rooms. It's a little longer twin size. If you have a king size adjustable bed, that would be 2 of the twin extra longs. And this will go in an adjustable bed frame, in case you were wondering. Normally that would be $1,450, we're at $1,160. That is another example of an amazing savings. I will also point out, I don't have many of them. I've got less than 75 of those twin extra longs. In the full size, it's normally almost $2,000 at $1,950. I'm at $1,561. That's a wonderful savings. When we get into our queen size, the savings grow. Normally $2,250, we're at just $1,800. In our king size, it's a savings of $550. King or California King normally sell for $2,750. We're at $2,200. Now those are easy pay payments of 6 months. Or if you've got a Q card, I can beat it. I've got a special 18-month financing program where you have no interest at all for 18 months. That's a great deal. Now here's the biggest question. Why should you even consider a Casper? Well, we're getting into a transitional time of year. And in that, we're gonna spend more time in bed as we get less daylight and it gets cold and it's dark by 4:30. Are you getting the sleep that you need right now? Here's how a Casper works. If you've got a platform bed or an adjustable base, you're absolutely good to go. If you've got a slotted bed frame or a platform bed, like my wife and I have an elevated, I think she calls it a sleigh bed. This works perfect. Or if you've got box springs or a foundation. In other words, it works virtually with everything. If you've got a regular metal frame and a box spring right now, listen, box springs don't wear out. Save your box spring, you're buying the same size, you put it over the top and you're gonna be great. This is comfort like I had never felt before on a foam mattress.
And is it different for you than maybe what you've slept on in the past? Is the feeling?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, my friend.
This very special lady, this is Amy Scaglione. She has been bringing us great home comfort ideas for years. Great bedding,
16-ish,
sheets,
I think
curtains.
now.
Yep. I want to get and dispel a couple rumors real quick. This is a foam mattress, but it's not the foam that we had 10 years ago. I had a very expensive foam mattress I couldn't sleep on because the thing felt like a brick and it felt like it was 1,000 degrees.
Well, like anything that develops, it gets better with research and development over time and perfecting it. And Casper, Dan, is first and foremost about understanding how we sleep. Right?
If anybody owns a Casper bed system, I want to talk to you because it changes your way of thinking about buying a bed and this love affair that people have with this bed. This is their top of the line. This is what they call their wave system. 5 guys in San Francisco, they were all like college housemates, weren't they?
Yeah, so, and I had the pleasure of, they're headquartered in New York, and the sleep lab is in San Francisco, and I had the pleasure of spending time with them in New York last week and over the past few weeks.
Brilliant guys.
The thing that I love about them is this originally, in 2014 when it launched after 180 different prototypes, originally what happened was they were friends, they were work colleagues, and they were developing different things. They really prided themselves on these 5 pillars of health. They were working out, they were drinking green juice, they being mindful, healthy lifestyle. They were burning the candle at both ends, and they thought, that's like a badge of honor. They were realizing that 5th pillar of health, which is the most important one, if you're not getting sleep. So from that, they developed the Casper mattress, but not without a sleep lab, understanding how we sleep, understanding most of all how to achieve restorative sleep. So yes, while the delivery system might be unique to you, it is not a gimmick, because if you don't love what's inside it, you're not going to keep it, and we give you 100 days to be in a natural environment in your own home.
And if you're buying the same size that you are already sleeping on, the bedding you've got already is going to work. You're not going to have any problems at all. There is a softness to this that is absolutely pleasing. But underneath, there's 5 layers of foam, and we'll break those all down. There is a level of support.
Look, you're not moving.
Yeah, it doesn't transfer motion.
Nope.
So if you're someone who gets up much earlier in the morning, or in my house, you've got 3 dogs jumping up and down off the bed all night long. It is absolutely a phenomenal sleep system. Most foam mattresses will not allow you to sit on the edge without foam collapse.
No.
And you always had to worry about roll off. With this, you don't. It is a truly superior sleep system. And that's a nice, thick mattress.
And not only, Dan, is a superior sleep system from top to bottom at 10.5 inches, but what we'll talk about after I show you the layers is the edge-to-edge, end-to-end support, which makes it very unique.
Okay, I want to get into these layers because nobody else does this. And here's the crazy thing. Come here. It comes in a box. Now, granted, the box weighs in at about 80 pounds.
That'd be a queen. A queen will be about 80.
This one happens to be empty.
Yeah.
But it is so simple to take out of the box. It's wrapped in plastic. Use just household scissors. You cut the plastic, and then it unrolls. You unroll it, and there's a protective layer of plastic there.
Correct.
And you just roll it out onto your support system, your box spring, etc. And you've got an amazing bed that has a 10-year warranty. Stacy, you're going to be working with Stacy Stauffer later today. She has 2 of these.
So does
in her
Kirsten
home.
has one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they rave about it.
Yeah.
And it's funny, when the host team gets together and hosts are talking about product, it takes a lot to impress us.
We see a lot.
We've seen it all. Can we show them the 5 different layers of foam?
Please, that would be wonderful. Absolutely.
Okay.
So,
take a look at this videotape. It's called the Wave because you're looking at a side view of this bed, and you're going to see little dimples.
Yep.
And those dimples are there for, I'll go over the other side.
You want to go to the other side there?
Sure.
So what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring out the mattress itself. It's nice to do a little cutout, and it's nice to talk about it, but I wanted the real mattress with the cover off, with the wool lining that also comes on the inside.
Can we start with this?
This is a breathable wool. We cut it off, so this is going to be completely encased in your mattress.
Wool is one of the most moisture-resilient materials.
Exactly.
Flexible, stretchable.
So this is going to come completely covering your mattress. We cut it open to show you.
But it's not a poly, it's wool. And then you get this incredible
and very
cover.
stretchy.
Yeah.
This cover has a zipper all the way around. You're going to be able to unzip it, put this into the washer and the dryer, so that's not going to be an additional purchase.
Now, no, but think about that. How many people have been sleeping on their mattress for 10 years, 15 years?
Me,
20,
I was.
20
Mine
years,
was 10 years.
And never were able to wash any of it. Blah.
Take your
this
cover off.
cover,
Yep.
you take it off and you put it in the washer. But look at this. There's 5 very distinctive layers of foam.
Yep.
We'll start at the top. I don't know what the magic is in this, but that is soft.
So the top layer, the first thing that your body's going to come in contact with, that you want it to come in contact with, is the feeling of a cradled, lush, plush sensation.
And it's nice and cool to the touch.
It is, and I'll tell you what makes it so. First of all, there's perforations in it, but it's what's beneath it that's going to give it that breathability. So your first introduction is going to be lush, plush. That's that blue that we're looking at.
Right.
However, if something's lush and plush, while that's great, if you do not have support underneath it, forget it.
Otherwise, you don't want to be sleeping in a hammock.
No.
You need something
Lot of
that
support.
cradles all your nooks and crannies. Some of us have bigger nooks and larger crannies than others.
That's
right?
okay.
You need support. So we're working our way down, but this bed is built from the bottom up.
From the bottom up.
This second layer is a magic form of very expensive proprietary foam.
It is, and they developed this. This is a Casper proprietary foam. What this has is perforations. It's going to provide breathability. I personally happen to be a warm sleeper, so that's extremely important to me. When we get to the second layer, so many of us are now familiar with this, both from pillows we've bought on QVC and in general, and that's memory foam. It actually goes back to NASA developing memory foam. We love memory foam because it's very forgiving. We can fall into that memory foam.
And it comes back.
And it comes back.
But it comes back with slow release, not like a coiled spring. And it doesn't fight you.
It doesn't fight you, Dan, but here's the thing about memory foam. If it's just memory foam, again, you sort of have this falling in sensation, but you need support. Here's where the magic of the wave happens. And if we look from your end to my end, you'll get a really good idea.
Yeah.
When we look at
little
this darker
dots are
gray,
in different places. Oh, we're still in the gray level.
So this different gray that we're looking at is actually part of the bottom level. So this dark gray, the little cutouts that you see down by Dan, right? Those coupled with these, which look like little igloos, these are gel pods.
Okay.
And here's the purpose they serve, Dan, from your end to mine. Your head is going to be here. We want give here. As the body gets heavier and we need targeted pressure point
That's
release.
such a delicate way to put it.
Less release.
Let's put it this way. Your tuchus weighs more than your ankles.
You got it. And your hip.
So you're getting more firmness
here
and gel support at where your heavier body parts would lay. So what happens is your mattress is now able to firmly support your body weight, motion, and its shape, but give you the softness, the coolness, and the comfort that usually was a compromise. See, for years, people would talk about the most important word being firmness. It really isn't. Firmness is only how hard or soft your mattress is. Support is what gives you a better night's sleep.
Alignment and support. Any sleep expert is going to tell you restorative sleep is dependent upon that alignment because you have to fall asleep and stay asleep.
Right.
What holds this all together, Dan, the 1, 2, 3 layers down to the 4th layer that we've seen so far, that magic sauce, of course, that's what makes the wave, but it's the final piece, and that's this foundation. It's like the foundation of a house. You don't want to sleep directly on this because this is what really gives you support, but it supports all the layers above it.
Can I lay on it?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Now, normally you would
lay
not
on
lay
your
directly
side if
on
you
the
can.
edge. Yep. But what we're going to do is
perfect. Let's put your head here.
Mom's going to get mad at me for
I'm a mom. I'm not mad
bed.
at you. I give you permission
to see
get your pillow too.
How you sink into it, but not completely. And listen, I got about
there's a Casper pillow.
15 to 20 pounds on me that I'm hoping to lose. Let me get the jacket open. But take a look at how the mattress conforms to you.
Exactly.
And this thing came out of a box and was ready to sleep on in 10 minutes.
And Dan, I liken it to flowers. And what I mean by that is you send flowers to a friend. They're in a beautiful box. You send a beautiful note with it. It gets delivered to their door. That's the delivery system. When you open up the box, if they're not fragrant, gorgeous, and wonderful, who cares how they arrived? This is about what's inside the box. This is just another alternative for delivery. So Dan, if you look at your feet.
This is really
don't fall asleep on me.
Very nice.
Dan's feet and legs are not as heavy. They also don't require as much pressure relief. So when we look here at the wave, we see these cutouts that you see. This is going to provide some pressure point relief. It's going to give him some stability. But when we get up to his hip and rear, when we get into these pods here, these are gel-filled pods. We don't want as much here. We want more support. We don't want as much give. So these pod areas are going to give Dan more support at his lower back, at his hip, and then when we get back up to the head, we again see these cutouts because that's going to give us a little bit more give, a little bit more movement. So that support is right where we need it for proper alignment of the back and the side as we're rolling around.
I've had lower back issues for most of my life, and I got to tell you, when I laid on this thing for the first time, and I saw it for the first time yesterday evening, it gave my back an opportunity to be absolutely perfectly straight when I'm laying on my back. I haven't been able to lay on my back and sleep in years.
A lot of folks struggle with that.
I was really impressed because as many of you, this whole idea of a bed in a box, seemed almost too good to be true.
And some of them were.
But
Casper's,
Casper built the reputation
Yeah.
of being the 800-pound gorilla. No one else has these 5 zones.
Nope.
No one else can utilize this combination of foams to give you the comfort, the softness, that transference of heat, transfer